Hey YouTube, so today we're going to do an NFL team tier list. We're just going to rank teams with elite, good, okay, bad, or awful. I'm going to be honest, it's just my opinion. Don't take it too personally, man. If so, if you care that much, go down in the comments, talk your shit to me. I don't really care. But we're going to start off here, man. So we're going to start off with the elite of the elite teams. Starting off with the Rams. I mean, we know the Rams are elite from top to bottom. That roster is completely stacked. And they're going to be solid, man. I don't really care what you think about the Rams. They've come on a Super Bowl win. They're going to be in the contention again. Bills are also an elite team. Super Bowl favorites this year by most betting odds with Josh Allen at the helm. Really good defense, man. They signed Von Miller to a huge contract. They're going to ball out. Easily the best team in their division. And yeah. Next up is going to be the Ravens. I'm going to give the Ravens the elite title as well. This is coming from a Steelers fan, man. I can see greatness, man. I'm not gonna deny it. The Ravens last year were super injured. That was the only flaw they had as a team. Was like 25 guys in the IL last year, or the injured list, or whatever you want to call it, or the IR. Yeah, I mean, Lamar Jackson is electric. They have a really good defense. Mark Andrews is gonna be good. The run game's gonna be back. J.K. Dobbins is back. They're gonna be disgusting. All right, where do we go next? We're gonna go to the Bengals, and we're going to put them in good. I know the Bengals went to the Super Bowl last year, blah, blah, blah. I can give you the whole rundown of why I think they're overrated, because personally they are. They weren't a Super Bowl team last year. They made it there. Congrats to them. I think they're a little overrated now. I think especially Joe Burrow himself is overrated. He's a really good quarterback, but I think he's getting this top 5 talk I'm hearing about Joe Burrow it's not true. He's not top 5. I don't care what you say or what you want to give me. Justin Herbert is also light years better than Joe Burrow. I'll die on that hill. But yeah, Bengals are a good team offensively, defensively. They're in the good category, but they're not as good as those 3 elite teams I have up there right now. Next, we're going to go with my team, and that's going to be the Steelers. We're going to put them in okay this year. Mike Tomlin's never had a losing season. The defense is still really good. The only question mark is quarterback. I mean, that's a big question mark, obviously, but I think they'll still win between 7 the games in the low end, 10 games on the super high end. I think they end around somewhere between 8 and 9 realistically. But yeah, that's where I think my Steelers finish. Next up is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm still going to put them in elite. I don't care what you say. As long as Patrick Mahomes is on that team, and Andy Reid is that head coach, they will win ball games. I still think they finish either first or second in their division. It's going to be a hell of a division for them, but I think they are going to have a really good year nonetheless. Mahomes is going to show you why he is as good as he is and why he gets paid as much as he does. Next up is going to be San Fran. I really think Trey Lance is going to open up this offense a lot, and I'm going to put them in good because of it. I think his mobility will open up the run game even more for San Fran, who already does an immaculate job running the ball. Their defense is going to be healthy this year. They're going to be really, really good. They're going to be second fiddle to the Rams in that division, but I think they will be really, really good. Next, we're going to go with the Bucs. As long as Tom Brady's alive and breathing, whatever team he's on is going to be elite. I don't care what you say. It's Tom Brady, man. He's going to beat the shit out of your favorite team. It doesn't matter. Tom Brady wins ball games, and then we all know he does. Argue with the wall, man. The Bucs will be elite. They still have a good defense. They still have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Russell Gage is their third receiver, and Julio Jones. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're an elite club. Next, we're going to go with the Eagles. I have the Eagles in the good category this year. The Eagles made a ton of crazy offseason moves, man. I mean, we can start off with James Bradbury. We can go wherever you want on the moves they made. A.J. Brown. It doesn't matter. The whole Eagles season will hinge on the performance of Jalen Hurts. I think, personally, he's going to step up his game this year and really take the next step. I think the Eagles are going to be the favorites in the NFC East. I think they easily win that division. Sorry, Cowboys fans. But I think the Eagles are dead-on favorites to win that division, and that they're going to have a really good year, and that's why they belong in the good category. Next up is going to be the Browns. Now, the Browns, it's hard to choose where you put the Browns at, right? Because Deshaun Watson, we don't know how many games he's suspended for. As of right now, it's 6, but the NFL is appealing it, and if they appeal it, Deshaun can then sue them or appeal them back. So this could be a never-ending cycle, and Deshaun could get to play a lot of games at the beginning of the season. So because of that, I'm going to put them right in the middle in okay, because if Deshaun does get suspended in some portion of the season, they're going to lose some games. I don't care what you say. Jacoby Brissett is nowhere near the talent of Deshaun Watson. But enough about them and Deshaun Watson. I know you guys don't really give a shit about Deshaun anymore. Whatever. They're in okay. So be it. Next up is the Green Bay Packers. They're going to be in good. This is another situation of the quarterback just being too good. It's Aaron Rodgers, back-to-back MVP. They're going to be in good. They're not. I can't say they're elite with the loss of Devontae Adams, but their defense got better. Aaron Rodgers is still Aaron Rodgers, man. They're going to be fine. They're going to probably run the ball more and still be effective doing so. They're going to be a really good team, and I don't think you can say otherwise. I'm going to be honest. The Colts are also going to go in good. I think they get an upgrade with Matt Ryan at quarterback from Carson Wentz. From what I've been hearing from their camp is that Matt Ryan's, really taking over, really becoming that team leader that they lacked with Carson Wentz and the team. Jonathan Taylor's the best back in the league behind one of the best O-lines, and they're going to be really, really good. Now we're going to go to the Raiders. The Raiders are going to go in okay. Now, if you kind of notice what I'm doing, the Raiders, talent-wise, are really good, but I think record-wise, they're going to end up in okay. I think they're going to be around 7 to 9 wins. I think the good's going to be 10 to 11, and the elite are going to be like 12 to 13 win teams, if that makes sense. So I think the Raiders end up winning 8, 9 games, 10 on the high side, or 7 on the low side if the Raiders somehow collapse again, like they've been collapsing every season almost. But yeah, so the Raiders will be there. And okay, they got a really good roster. I'm a big Derek Carr fan. They got Devontae Adams too. Their division is just so stacked. I just don't know where they're going to end up in that division by the end of the season. Next up is also the Broncos. I'm going to put them in okay as well. Another really good team with Russ at the helm. Their offense, with Jerry Jeudy, why I'm blanking on his name, Cortland Sutton. They're going to be really good offensively. Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon in the backfield with a really solid defense, man. They're going to be a good team. I think they also end up around the 8, 9, 10 win mark. But yeah, they're going to be a solid team, and I think they belong in okay as well. The Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to put the Dallas Cowboys also in okay. How can I put them higher or lower? The Cowboys are the epitome of mediocre. I don't care what year it is. I'm a big Dak Prescott fan. I love CeeDee Lamb. But I do think, the defense got slightly worse. But overall, I think they'll be an okay team. They're going to have some easy games in the division, easier games, but, they're going to end up around 8, 9 wins again, and the Cowboys will still be around playoff contention by the end of the year. The Tennessee Titans. Now, with the loss of A.J. Brown, I think that offense takes a step back. I know they have Robert Woods, and they drafted a really solid receiver, but I'm going to have to put them in okay as well. I think the Colts easily win that division. The Titans still have Derrick Henry, obviously. We know what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball. They're going to play okay defense, and they're going to win ball games by running the ball down your throat. But yeah, the Titans will go there in okay. The Arizona Cardinals are also going to go in okay. I think they definitely got worse this offseason with DeAndre Hopkins also being suspended for the first 6 games. I think the offense will struggle a little bit, but they did add Marquise Brown, and James Conner still there. He produced a lot of touchdowns last year. Kyler, I think, is going to come back for revenge this year, but I still don't think that they are going to be in the good category with the rest of these teams. Now we're going to go to the Houston Texans. I am a Davis Mills believer, but I do think the Texans are still going to be awful. I'm sorry, Texans fans. I just don't see it yet. I think they're going to be bad. That's just my opinion. I mean, if you think they should be in bad, go for it. But they're either in awful or bad, and I don't want to hear otherwise about it. Let's do the Chargers, okay? I'm a huge Justin Herbert fan. They're going in good. From top to bottom, the roster is loaded. I mean, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa tandem is going to be electric. They have Derwin James back, full health. They're going to be really good. Herbert's going to show, he's really going to take another step this year and show why he's a lot better than Joe Burrow, in my opinion. But the Chargers are probably on the top tier of this good section, along with Green Bay. They're going to have a really good season, in my opinion, and probably finish probably second in their division. The Patriots. Now, Patriots fans, I know you don't want to hear this. This is just, again, my take, my personal opinion. I think the Patriots are going to be bad this year. I don't think they made any offseason splashes. I think they got overall just worse as a team in general. I think they win between 6 and 8 games, maybe 6, 7 games, honestly. I'm not a big Patriots believer this year. It's the first time in 25 years that I've felt this way without Tom Brady. I'm not a Mac Jones hater or anything. I just think the team overall has gotten worse. I mean, they still have Bill Belichick, one of the best coaches of all time, if not the best. And, they could possibly work their way up to the okay spot, but they have a tough division with the Bills, and the Dolphins got a lot better too. So I think they're going to be bad this year. The Chicago Bears are going to go in awful. They probably have the worst roster in the NFL. Justin Fields, I'm hoping they get that man some help eventually. I want to see him succeed. I think he's going to be good, but he needs to get some help eventually. The Detroit Lions are going to go in bad. But hear me out, okay? I think the Lions they're going to either really surprise people this year or they're going to underperform again. I'm really hoping they surprise everyone. I hope they have a good season and win like 8 to 9 games for the Lions. That would be electric. I like Jared Goff. I love Dan Campbell. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, DeAndre Swift. The list goes on and on. I love the coaching staff. I love the team. But I think they're going to be bad. And based off of this, how I'm doing with kind of wins, the bad being like 6 to 7 wins, I think they'll be around that mark. But again, a big improvement from last year, nonetheless. We also have the New York Jets. They're also going to go in this bad category. I know a lot of Zach Wilson fans now are going to say, we're the best quarterback in the league. He slays everyone's mom. So be it. I still think Zach Wilson needs to prove that he's going to be that guy. I hope he is that guy. I really like Elijah Moore. I really like Garrett Wilson. I love Sauce Gardner and what they did. I think they'll be a lot better this year as well, but I still don't think that they're going to be on the level of these teams. I think they're still under those teams as well. The Jacksonville Jaguars are also going to be in bad. I think they will play a little better this year after the whole Urban Meyer debacle. I think T-Law getting a safety blanket back and Travis Etienne will help him offensively. I think the offense as a whole will be better. I think as a team, they will also be better as well. The New York Giants are also going to go in bad. I'm not a Danny Dimes believer, man. I know this is like his prove it or lose it year finally, even though it seems like every year is prove it or lose it for Danny Dimes. The Giants also lost James Bradbury, but the one thing for the Giants is they did get a whole new coaching staff and front office and everything. So as I know, one of my friends is a Giants fan, and he said that was their win of the offseason, and he's more happy about that than anything else. I still think they'll be bad. I don't think, again, they're going to be better than the teams in the okay section. The Seattle Seahawks, they're going to go in awful for me. I'm not a believer in Drew Lock. I'm not a believer in Geno Smith. They still have DK and Tyler Lockett and Rashad Penny, who I'm a big fan of all of them. But besides that, I just don't see it. I don't see where they're going to win games at. They're in a really, really tough division. I just don't see them winning a lot of games. The Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to put the Minnesota Vikings in good this year. Now, again, hear me out here. With this new coaching staff, I think this offense goes to the next level. I think Kirk Cousins is still going to play well like he usually does, but I think he's going to step it up a little bit. And I think Dalvin Cook goes off. I think Jay Jettas goes off. Adam Thielen, everyone's going to go off on that team. I think they're going to be really, really good offensively, especially. They might even win the division over the Packers. That kind of sounds crazy, but I think it is a possibility for them as a team. The Atlanta Falcons are also going to go in awful. They're also kind of a bad roster from top to bottom. I know they have Mariota and everything, and they drafted Desmond Ridder, but I just don't see it, man. All they have is Kyle Pitts. Drake London could be good, could not be good. We don't know. Overall as a team, just don't see it. The Commanders, I'm going to put them in bad as well. I used to be a Carson Wentz hater. I still kind of am. I think he performs at his lowest when the lights are brightest. I think we all know that. He just makes boneheaded decisions. So be it. I hope he has a comeback year in that division, though, shows people up. I hope they do well. They have a pretty good roster, though. I do like Ron Rivera, as always. But I do think they end up around 6, 7, 8 wins, somewhere around there. The Carolina Panthers are going to be bad. I don't think they're going to be awful. I think Baker's a good enough quarterback to get them 6, 7 wins. They have a solid defense if everyone can stay healthy. They have solid receivers. They have CMC. They'll be a good, or I don't want to say good team, but an okay team, right? Next up is going to be the Saints. Now, I think the Saints are going to be okay. Still have a solid defense. Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Alvin Kamara, Jameis Winston at the helm. I think they're going to win ball games. They're still going to be a good team. And again, they'll win ball games with Jameis. Jameis is a winner. He's a gamer. And the rest of that team is as well. They still have this pretty solid O-line. They're going to be an okay team. Probably win 8 to 9 games. Now, last but not least, the Miami Dolphins. Now, where do I put the Dolphins after all these acquisitions in the offseason, right? We got Teron Armstead. We got Tyreek Hill. The list goes on and on and on. I think I'm going to put the Dolphins in the good category. I think they're going to be a really solid team. I think Tua is going to surprise people. The offense is going to be clicking. Waddle and Tyreek Hill are going to go crazy. Mike Gesicki's also a really athletic tight end. I think they're going to be really, really good. I think they're in the middle of the pack of that good tier, but I think they're going to be a solid team, win around 10 games probably. Yeah. So guys, that is my tier list. If you like this video, drop a sub, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.